Alright, I wanted to make this video because Winners is coming up and everybody wants to do their best. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like and subscribe. And I'm live on Twitch every single day. Victed _ on Twitch. And yeah, you can just watch me play ranked and I can help you out if you need anything else. Alright, let's get another video. So, you loaded up Brawl. First thing we're going to do is we're going to do reactions, okay? Now, go into training mode for 5 to 10 minutes, right? Use your main. You have to use your main, okay? Because if it doesn't work, it doesn't really matter. So let's say you main Katars, right? So let's pick Suri, where's she at? Boom, you pick a Suri. Hey, you're in training mode, get her dripped out. Why not? Okay. So reactions is basically you do a move, you wait for the opponent to react, and then you counter that move, right? So it's kind of like a soft read, but not really. Okay, so let's say you have Katars, you turn items on, okay. So what you want to do for Katar specifically for all my Katar mains, you do side light, down light, he does something, and then you react to it, right? So then he does, you can't do up, because up is kind of bad, like you can't really react to up. You know what I mean? Because you have to wait, and then by that time they're already in the air. So if they go up on Katars at least, you just wait for them to come back down, because you have a down light that stops everything. So either way, they're gonna have to come back down sometime, right? Okay, so that's next. Like we could do right, side light, down light. Oh, he reacted like that. Okay. So now after you do all that, you go through all of them. You go to random, right? So this is where the real reactions come in. You do side light, down light. They dodge up. I already told you, they, D-light, side light, down light again. Boom. You react. Cool. Side light, down light. Oh, there it is. Side light, down light. Okay, that was bad for my part. But yeah, this is basically what you want to do if you main Katars. It's very simple. You just have to get that in your muscle memory to like react to a dodge specifically. And this doesn't necessarily only have to be for Katars. It just works best on Katars for demonstration. See right there? That's like 2 reads I just did that gave him orange just from reactions, okay? So let's try a different weapon, completely different character. Let's see, what can we do? I know that Yumiko's has a lot of weapons that like everybody uses. So you can do this with bow side light is a really good one. Just side light, if they dodge in, boom, now you know how they dodge. Or like you reacted to it. By the way, this is like off rip, I've never practiced bow reactions. But yeah, side light, okay, dodged away, it's kind of hard for me to read, so I'm probably not gonna be able to react to that. Boom, I can definitely react to that end light. Oh, spot dodge. See, like, you see how much damage you can get just from a reaction? Like, this is a really good way to build up some damage in the first stock if you don't really know where your opponent's dodging. I'll do one more weapon just to be shown. It's harder for some weapons, it's easier for some others. But what's another weapon that's pretty easy for? I'm trying to think. Oh, like cannon right now? I was practicing this last night. It's very interesting what you can do with cannon, honestly. Okay, really? Okay. Anyway, it's very interesting what you can do with cannon and how good you can use it. So you do down light. Oh, okay, my bad, my fingers were off. Down light, down air. Oh, he reacted to the left. Okay. Like that, this is a true combo that basic people like constantly hit. And you could just react to this with side light pretty well. Like very, very stupidly well. And it sometimes could even cause like a 0 to death in a way. It depends on the, like see right there. Look at that, like, it's just, reactions are kind of insane and you kind of have to learn them. Like, there's no way you don't learn reactions. You kind of have to, no matter what. You want to learn as many reactions as you can. All right, so you got on, did your training mode, did your reactions, 5, 10 minutes, maybe 15 if you wanted to push it. Then you're done with that. Now, you hopped into the demon ranked. Okay, so, boom, you get into here. Now, I suggest, this is kind of a weird suggestion, but I suggest to queue around 8 p.m. maybe around there, because that's when everybody's like, gets home, everybody's already home, it's late night grinding time, you know what I'm saying? That's where the demons come out. I'd say around 8 p.m. is when like ranked is fully stacked, but of course that's if you're like higher elo. So if you're like any elo, it doesn't really matter. Now I want to say this, you want to only play ranked with your main character, because if you don't play ranked with your main character, what's the point? Like, it's not like you're gonna it's not like you're just gonna use Mirage when you get mad because Koji didn't work out. No, you stick with, if your character doesn't work out, understand that it's your fault. It's not your character's fault. Switching is not going to do anything for him. So you might as well stay on your main character and learn everything about him as much as you can, right? And if you lose, it's completely fine. It's part of the game. And also, I wanted to point this out. Elo doesn't mean you're getting worse. Think about this real quick. Somebody's in here. Think about this real quick, right? Let's say you are 1800, right? Let's say base 1800 plat, okay? So let's say you're 1800 and you're only fighting 1700s, and now you're 1900. Okay, let's say you just fought straight 1700s to 1900. Are you a better player now? Well, I mean, you just beat people that you were better than already, so what's the difference? Okay, let's say you're 1800 now, and now you're only fighting diamonds, and you're losing every game, and now you're 1700. Does that make you a worse player? No, that's just, like, Elo doesn't necessarily go with skill. It's the same for me, because right now, yes, I might be 20-35. I'm 4-1 with Wrench, which is a very good player. I'm not saying I'm better. I know. I'm just saying, like, even Wrench is like, he's 1-4 with me. Like, he's better, clearly, but I'm beating him in ranked. You see what I mean? This is guy HD Darklight on Xbox. This guy's a complete nutter, 25-2600, I think, with Bo. And I'm 5-5 with him, so that's insane for me, because I really like having a good record with a really, really good player in my eyes. You know, it's very interesting, the record that you can have with people if you just stop worrying about Elo and just start worrying about improving. So now you're in ranked, you're not caring about Elo, you're trying to improve, right? The main thing is you want to play this game, and instead of getting mad, right? This is where mental comes in. Let's say you're playing a game of ranked and this Teros N6 you and you die at white stock. Okay. Instead of screaming out, this game is bad, I'm never playing this again, or just getting triggered, breathe in, breathe out, relax, and say it's okay to lose. And the reason I say this is because if you're a person like me that rages a good amount, right, your brain is already hardwired to rage because that's what you've taught it. It's like a baby, right? Like, if you teach it constantly one thing, how is it going to be different from something else? So you don't want to go in ranked, rage your ranked at a Teros, go in a tournament, and the same thing's happening in a tournament, and now your mental screwed up because a Teros instincted you. No, that's not what you want to do. So you want to tell yourself it's okay to lose, breathe in, breathe out, and just remain calm. It's not a big deal. If you lose that match, what happens? You lose 15 elo, it's not going to affect you. It's really not. You learn from it, if anything. It's a learning experience. So that's the main thing that you want to do. You want to understand that you're not perfect. You will make a mistake and it will be punished. That's just how it is. Okay, nobody's perfect. Next, after you understand that after you get that in your mental that it's okay to lose, it's not a big deal to you. You're playing for what, 2 hours now, right? You got a couple games racked up. Doesn't matter if you're higher or lower elo than when you started, whatever, right? So let's say I queued 2 hours straight for Koji, right? So now after I'm done, okay, I'm done. I queued 2 hours, I don't have to queue anymore. So now you can go like maybe get something to eat, take a break, come back with a refreshed mind. That's what I would suggest. And now you have replays, right? So your replays is, imagine like you're watching a match and you can tell what the player's doing wrong, because it's easier to see it when you're not thinking in the moment. You know what I mean? It's a lot easier to see what someone does wrong in a fight when you're in, when they're in the fight. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's pull up to a replay, right? Let's say this guy. I was playing this guy last night just for fun. He was one of my viewers, and you see, this is what he's doing. He's just down airing, right? It's literally all he's going for. Jumps up again, gets hit by another down air, dodges up again. So basically, the main thing that's happening here is, since he keeps dodging up, I just keep applying pressure because he has to come back down and get hit by delay, right? So then I just spot dodge, do that, and it's just very unlucky for him. And I wanted to point one thing out about this game. Look at what he does here, right? Boom, he's about to come ground pound and then IGC Ensig. So now, even though he just got hit by this really ridiculous move and he's gonna die for it, next time he might be in tournament, and because of this happened in a custom game, now he doesn't do it. He won't ground pound into Surya with such, not caring. Now he knows not to do that because I wasted him a stock, right? So I'd say go watch the replays. Go watch the times that you did the worst. Okay, go watch what you did horribly. I'm talking getting 3 stocked, clapped, 2 stocked maybe. You didn't know what to do. You were completely lost in the fight. I'd say go look at those games especially. Then while you're watching those games, take out like a notepad on your computer or write down somewhere, or try to, if you have really good memory, remember what you need to work on, right? Like if you're saying, oh, okay, I dodged in way too many times here. This is what I need to work on. So now the next day you wake up, right? You're going to do your reactions. You're going to get your mental ready. You're going to hop into ranked. And for those 2 hours, that's what you're going to focus on. And focus, all right, yesterday I dodged in way too much. Today I'm not going to dodge in. So you keep focusing on dodging out. And that will trick your brain into thinking elo doesn't matter, but what you're doing is, right? So because let's say you dodge in a lot and then 2 days from now, you're not dodging it at all. So in your mind, because that's your goal, that's progress. But you might have dropped the elo, but at the end of the day, that's still progress. If you cut off one thing by one thing of your weaknesses as a player, you're just gonna turn into a really good player because it's less weakness and less weakness constantly, right? I'm out of breath. All right, so that's my video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope this helps, and I hope you do good in winters. And I really think this is a really good way for people to learn and understand what they're doing wrong. Again, I'll be live on twitch.tv/evicted_ at, I don't know, maybe like 4 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Eastern, maybe. And like, subscribe, and share. All right, I'm out.